Hi everybody, it's Trishaly and I'm here with my horsey Red. He's just taking me for a ride and I just wanted to make this video to share his story with you. 2 winters ago, one of the girls that I work with was out feeding the horses and she threw a bunch of hay to this horsey here, Red. And the rancher kind of yelled at her and told her not to feed that horse because that's a meat horse. And she said, well, if that's a meat horse, don't you want any meat on his bones? Because he was really, really, really skinny. You could see all of his rib cage. And he had something called muscle atrophy, which occurs because of malnutrition, and which is the reason I don't ride him with the saddle, because he still has some like hollow spots on his back and stuff where it makes it very, very challenging to find a saddle that fits him, and the saddle that I have doesn't fit him. And the pads, they have special gel pads that you can use to make it so that it will fit, but they're quite expensive. And I actually enjoy riding bareback. I think that I'm able to be more responsive to his movements and stuff. However, makes it a challenge to do any galloping for holding on purposes. I don't have stirrups or a horn to hold on to, so I just have to pull on his hair. But he like I said, he's my first rescue horse. So when the girl said that he said that this horse was a meat horse, I didn't even know what that meant. So I was like asking her, well, what does he mean it's a meat horse? And she explained that they when horses get old or lame, they sell them at auction, and there's something called meat buyers that will buy these older horses, and they use them to turn it into pet food, usually for dogs. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, that's sad. And so another girl that I was working with, she really wanted to buy him, and she thought he'd be a really good horse for her sisters to learn on, because he's old, so he goes pretty slow, and he's actually really well trained and great for a beginner rider like myself and this girl's younger sisters. And they already have a whole bunch of horses, and so her parents were kind of resistant to getting another mouth to feed out on their farm. So I talked to her mom and offered that I would buy him and he could come and stay there, and then her sisters could ride him, and I would pay for his feed and to have him stay on their farm. And so that's what we did, and she took care of him for just over a year. And at the time I was working 2 jobs, a full-time job that I kind of detested, and then I was working here very, very part-time for like an hour a day and a couple hours on the weekends. And so right around the same time that I was able to quit my other job, thanks to Project AWOL, I was able to quit my full-time job and start coming here on a more not a full-time basis, but like for a couple hours a day instead of just 1 hour and then a couple hours on the weekend. So, and then after I finish at the barn, I have the opportunity to ride my horsey every day, take him out riding around. And so right around the same time that I quit that full-time job, I was informed that the family that was keeping Red for me was intending to purchase a whole bunch of cattle, and that they weren't going to have room to keep so many horses. So me and another lady that were keeping our horses at their place were asked to move them. And so I brought him out here to the ranch where I work, where I got him from. And now I've been able to ride him every single day. I don't ride him every day, like if it's raining or if it's really bad weather, I won't take him for a ride, but almost every day I come out here and just take him for a little pleasure ride and enjoy spending time with him and get a little bit more experience with what I'm doing. And it's been awesome. And so I know that one day I will come out here and I will find him laying down and resting in peace, because he's very old. He's not sick or anything, but he's very he's up there in age as far as a horsey goes. I had a dentist look at him, and that's actually where the saying long in the tooth comes from, is because in order to age horses, they measure their teeth, and their teeth keep growing throughout their entire lives. And so by measuring his teeth, you can gauge how old they are. And so the dentist measured his teeth and figured that he was about 15 years old. However, talking to the owner of the ranch, he figures that this horse has been here for 15 years, and then it was also here for about 5 years before the owner abandoned him. And he's not sure at all where the original owner went to, but he said that because he was such a nice horse, he kept him around instead of taking him right away to be sold. And so lucky for me, I got to have him now, and he's really, really awesome. He's a great horse for my kids to ride, and perfect for beginners. And he's actually, we've been able to get him into a lot better shape than he was. Like I said, he still has damage from the malnutrition, and where that comes from actually is that if you see me riding around, you see I'm around a bunch of Clydesdales, and so these bigger horses are able to dominate him. So especially in the wintertime when they're eating off of bale, a lot of times I imagine that they were not very keen on letting kind of an outsider from their herd, because he's a light horse and not a Clydesdale, and because he's so much smaller, they probably, and they're kind of territorial, especially in regards to food. So I think that he was getting chased away from the bale in the wintertime and not able to eat as much as he required, and that's where the muscle atrophy came from. So kind of a long drawn out story about Red and how I got him, but I'm so happy because now I get to spend as much time with him as I want. And for the first whole year that I had him, I really only got to go out on the weekends, maybe once or twice a week, to enjoy him. And now I get to enjoy him every day, and it's all thanks to Project AWOL. So I'm going to leave a link somewhere around this video for you to check out Project AWOL and what their internet system is all about. AWOL stands for Another Way of Life, and it's kind of all about freedom and being able to do the things that we want every day, like coming to ride my horsey every day. I'm able to do that now. And before I found Project AWOL, I was able to do it then, but I just didn't know it. I didn't know how to do it. And so their training and system taught me. And so I'm super excited that I can share the opportunity with you to in case you're like I used to be and you're not able to do the things that you want to do each and every day, Project AWOL can teach you how to take steps to make that happen. So click the link and check it out. Go out there and make it a great day. Thank you so much for watching. If I don't see you in the future, I will see you out here in the pasture with my friend Red, some of my other friends over there. And I want everybody out there to know that I'm a firm believer that in this life, anybody can be, do, and have anything they want, or we can have everything we want. And I choose everything, and I hope you will too, because you can. So click the link and find out how. Bye. Say bye, Red.